I'm got my workout gear on, minus the earrings. I put those on just especially for you. I'm heading to the gym, but I wanted to do my daily Facebook Live for you and share with you something. So first and foremost, I just got off the phone with one of our clients. She'll actually be at the Zone event. And she was about to create more work for herself. She was about to create another program, another product. And this is something that people do often. They literally think that if they, sorry, I just want to make sure that I can see you properly. If you create, a lot of people think if you create more things that you'll make more money. And the truth is that you want to create a signature product or program that you make offers for and get really good at making offers for. So one of my clients well, first of all, I want to congratulate her because what she did all of last year, she did in one quarter this year. So this quarter, all last year she did 250,000, and this quarter she's done over 250,000, and she basically is going to top out the year somewhere around 900,000, which is pretty awesome jump, going from 250,000 to $900,000 in literally a year. I mean, it's been a year. And so that's like the possibility of how quick the jump can happen when you're focusing on the right things to succeed. However, I called her this morning to check in on her on a couple things that I saw posted online. I just wanted to care enough about her to really just go, let me just ask a few questions here. And what she was going to do is she was actually going to create another product to be able to sell, to be able to service her clients. And so basically what was happening is she is a coach and she is graduating a group of clients, and there's only 18 of them, so there's not a lot of them. And out of those 18 people, she's going to make an offer for the next year because her clients have gotten so far. For her to take them all the way, they need to renew with her in this second year program. And the program's good, everything's awesome, but she said, well, what do I do? And her heart's in the best place. What do I do for the people who don't renew into this next program because they're not a good fit or they can't afford it or whatever that looks like? How do I take care of those people? I was thinking about creating another program. And I said, there's just not enough people to create another program. So if you are a coach, you don't have to be a coach to come to the Zone event, but if you are a coach, and a lot of them follow me because obviously I am a coach, then you really want to get your programs up to 30 people, 40 people before you start making offers for next year programs. And the reason why I say that, because it feels like you lose money, but you don't. The reason why I say that is you want to get really good at selling one thing first before you start adding a lot of other offers. So every time you add an offer, every time you add a new product to your offerings, what happens is think of it like spreading yourself thin. It's like imagine having too many things to do in a day, too many things to do in a week, and it's like you don't have enough time. Well, you spread yourself thin. You have to have enough time to be able to take your signature offer, whether it's a program or a product, whatever your main offer is to your company. You want to have enough time and energy to be able to sell that product so well that you could walk down the street with someone, and if they're the right buyer for that product, you could make them an offer, and 9 times out of 10 they're going to say yes if they're the right person for it. You want to get that good at positioning your offer, your signature offer, so that you can really sell. I hate the word sell, but you really want to be able to enroll enough people in your signature product or program so that then what happens is your client base or your buyer's base starts to tell you what they want next. So everybody wants to know about funnels all the time. Russell Brunson does an incredible job convincing the world that funnels are the only thing that have you be successful. And he's an awesome guy, so I'm not throwing any stones at him at all. I'm just saying that in order for you to create an amazing funnel, in my opinion, unless you already know your messaging, you're already making really good money, I think one of the best ways to grow your funnel and the easiest ways to grow your funnel is to grow your funnel based on what this big, huge pot of clients say they want. That's how all of us have done it, including Russell. Now Russell's gotten really good at creating funnels, and he hacks other people's funnels and things like that, and he's having a great time with it. But the truth is if you look at any of our successful companies, we learned how to sell one thing really good. He learned how to sell ClickFunnels really good. I learned how to sell, Pace Private really good. And then even like this, endurance. Like I have an endurance program. We're not offering it right now. But I was talking to somebody yesterday actually, about our endurance program. She goes like, why did you do the endurance program? I said, because I looked in my community and I had a bunch of people who did not have a good work ethic. They didn't work. They wanted to work. They worked periodically, but they couldn't really work. I mean, I look at my friend Jesse Itzler, who's now got these challenges all over the place. When I met Jesse, he didn't know what he wanted to do. It was like, I just want to do something to serve the world and help people, and I want to have more fun, right? And then we launched 2 programs around him, and now he's taken that model and he's expanded it into like his challenges, right? His Life Resume 8-week program and his challenges. But with that being said, it's like he's learned now how to sell that one positioning really well. And now he'll be able to cross-sell from his endurance challenges, the Life Resume 8-week course, right? And so what happens is your audience, like people kept saying like, I love the Life Resume thing. It sounds hot, right? There's a little thing to it. So people will tell you what they want from you. So you don't have to keep coming up and guessing on what it is that you should make offers about. You need to listen. You need to listen. But in order to listen, you have to have enough buyers coming in that you've got a pot of buyers, like a community of buyers, and you have to be connected enough to them. It drives me nuts when people want to like outsource their business. Like, let me make millions of dollars and never work. It's like, Argh! I'm like, it doesn't work like that. And it just doesn't work like that. You want to actually be so generous that I mean, imagine being in a marriage where your partner, or in a relationship where your partner just was so into you that they knew exactly what made you tick. And they could just pop in these things into your day that just bring a big smile to your face. Like the other day I came upstairs off my shower, and my husband was going to our leadership training, and he had set out my son's breakfast in the morning. And he did that thoughtfully to take care of me. And I was like, that's a man who is paying attention to what I really want. When you pay attention to what your clients or your buyers really want, then making money becomes a byproduct of really good service. Making money becomes a byproduct of really good service. So you're never going to have 100% of the people who are going to fall in love with you. You just need enough of the right people that you care enough about to actually, get to know them more and to get to know what they want more. And then making offers is a beautiful thing because you're solving people's problems. Don't be the type of person who, when someone makes you an offer, you get angry or you get frustrated. Don't be that type of person, because you'll never make it in business. You want to be the type of person that you recognize that any emotional trigger that comes up in you, you want to be able to manage your mind through that, which is why we actually offered those mugs a few weeks back, Stay in the Step You're In, to manage your mind. You want to be able to manage your mind through all your emotional triggers so that you can stay open, that when people come towards you, say you want to have a better marriage and you meet somebody who can help you like conflict resolution your marriage, then you want to be a buyer for that. Say you want to get in great shape, and like at one point I had a chef. It wasn't even too long ago I had a chef because I really wanted to eat healthy. I wanted to eat healthy for fertility reasons, for learning reasons, and because during the day while I'm working, often I won't go and grab food. And so then I get that hunger feeling, which is really bad for your hormones. And so I hired a chef. But like the chef was hard for me to invest in because it felt like way too much money to pay for somebody to cook for me. It was like, at the end of the day when you're paying, whatever it was, like over $3,000 for someone to just come cook 2 meals a day for you, it feels like a lot of money, even if you have a lot of money. And so I had to emotionally manage my mind to be able to be a buyer with something that meant a lot to me. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So you gotta work on creating yourself as a buyer so that you don't feel weird about making offers. And then the best way to not feel weird about making offers is to only make offers that people really want, which means that we have to stop making up things in our head, and we got to stop operating from, I feel like I need to make this offer to the world. It's not about what you feel like. It's really about asking people. What I feel like giving to my husband is very different than what my husband wants from me. And therefore, if I'm going to create the relationship that I want, if you're going to create the business that you want, you absolutely have to stop operating off feelings, because our feelings do not make it right, or they're not necessarily other people's feelings about what they want. It really is about us focusing out and getting connected. So how you do that is you build a really good buyer's base on one product or service and get that number up. Get that number up. Like, set a goal that, you're going to go for 30 or 50, enrollments into one product. And then think about the next step, because the next step will then become the current step, which is these people are asking for X, Y, Z. And that's how you start creating a funnel that will make you not only millions and millions of dollars, but will also serve the world and change the world in the way that you actually really want to. All right. So I hope that helped, because my client literally was about to create something new, and we were able to generate a $162,000 plan for this week for her to create that this week. She'll do probably 135,000 of that before she walks into the Zone event on Friday. And that's some pretty extraordinary numbers. And the reason why she can do that is because she has a big buyer's list. And with that buyer's list, which I'm going to teach you about at the Zone event, she's able to create that anywhere in between 60 and 90 days. And so will you if you follow the plan that I teach you. So I will see you at the Zone event. The doors are going to open at 8:45. I recommend, if you want a good seat and you don't have an accelerator pass, that you actually get there at in front of the doors at probably 8:35. I know our events, it's ambitious, enthusiastic, warm, loving, excited people, and so the doors are going to get rushed. So I would grab your coffee or your tea or do your workout in the morning, whatever that looks like, and get to the doors at 8:35 so that you're ready to walk in the door when we open up the doors at 1:45. All right. I look forward to getting to know you. And please come to the mic. When I open up the mic, come to the mic. I want to hear your story. Don't feel odd about coming up to me and giving me a hug. I really am a normal human being, and I actually love meeting you and learning about your story. So I'm not the host that wants nothing to do with you and I'm hiding. I'm really the host that wants to know more about you so that I can continue to even fine-tune the event so it speaks to your needs and your desires. All right, you guys, I'll talk to you soon. Here's to the Zone event. It's coming up soon. Bye.